Welcome back, everybody, to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder Cammus Racing Simulators Big Block Modified Series. This is round number 12. Port Royal Speedway. If you're in the dirt racing community, there's no chance you have not heard of this place. These guys get to run it virtually. Watching several of our drivers out here. Small field tonight. Don't know why we didn't have a lot of cars show up, but hey, sometimes it goes like that. These guys deserve better. They do some amazing racing, and they deserve some more competition out here, but they did not get a draw tonight. Maybe some guys don't like this track. Don't know. Maybe some guys were engaged in something else. I'm not sure. I do know that Devin Hauer is not in the house, but he does lead the points, and neither is Travis Johnson, and he is second in the points. Reed Rundle, however, is here, and he is third in the points. Actually, he is fourth in the points, right behind Adam Vinny. They're separated by 2 points. Both those drivers in attendance. Garrett Boyd and Larry Moody are here. So there'll be some shakeup in the points tonight. We go to drop weeks, and that'll change a few things as well. But if you look at the overall, Hauer and Johnson do not qualify for the overall championship, as they have not run any of the pavement races. So that drops it down to Reed Rundle and Adam Vinny, Garrett Boyd, Jacob Schmutz. Schmutz, I don't think, has enough pavement to qualify. He has to have 7 of the 8, and I don't think he has enough, but John Brunner might have. We just have to go count his races. So really it's about a three driver battle for the overall title, and we'll see who gets that at the end of the season. But you got a couple more UMP races, a couple of more street stock pavement races, and about 5 more of these dirt races. It's time to go qualifying. And we'll let everybody get out here, spin a couple of laps, see where they're going to get to start. We're going to invert for our heats. Drivers, oh, how Hombre already on the track. Matt Westfall out here. Ready to see Matt here in just a few weeks. He'll be down my way, running at Red Dirt Raceway with the USAC Sprint Car Series, and I will definitely be making the trip out there to go visit with Mr. Westfall. First time around, he'll get to the stripe. Should post quick time, at least for now. Westfall 19 flat. It couldn't get any better. 19 flat exactly. 19:11 from Boyd. Braden Eiler, the high side hustler, in the house. Haven't seen Mr. Eiler in a quick minute. But Braden Eiler making a rare appearance. Eiler third quick overall. It is still Westfall. Rundle second quick. Rundle about to finish up. Adam Vinny is on track. He has his first lap in, his second lap. He needs to pick it way up, half second off the pace. Adam Vinny just a tick quicker, but does not improve. He'll be 10th overall. So we'll have a couple of heats, and then a 40-lap feature tonight here. Welcome, everybody, to the chat. Guys, thank you very much for being active in the chat. We always appreciate that. But your quick qualifier for the evening in the 54 car, Mr. Matt Westfall, the Ohio Hombre. He will be in our first heat as we get ready to go trackside. And look at that. It's going to be Ryan Padgett, the 98 car, on the pole with Dean Reynolds in the 79 on his outside. The high side hustler, Braden Eiler, the 5 car, row 2 to the inside. Next to the Ohio Hombre, the 54, Matt Westfall. And the third and final row for heat number 1 will be the 39 of Scott Griffin next to his teammate in the 6 car, Scott Thomason. All right, we'll roll them off. 8 laps for the heats. Everybody's going to the feature. They're racing for the final starting spot. This will be the inside row for tonight's A main. Shows Tuesday, shows possibly Wednesday, and show Thursday for sure. And then we're off next to Monday, guys. I know you're going to miss me, but Labor Day. Hope everybody has a good one. Be safe all weekend. It's going to close out the summer. Let's do it in a orderly and professional manner. Unless Jay and Beards are going to bring me a bunch of whiskey, and then we might just get totally insane. You never know. All right, lights off on the pace truck. We'll lose that pace truck about the middle of the back stretch back here, and then Ryan Paget will keep us paced out until we get down to turn 4. Two by two, 8-lap heats. Heat number 1 ready to kick off. Time for the Thunder. We're underway. Monday Night Thunder, Cammus Big Block Modified Series, Port Royal. Sweet baby Rays, you bring some of that and we're going to have a barbecue, I promise. Out of turn number 2, down the backstretch. Braden Eiler working the inside. Ryan Paget to the top. Who's going to have the lead? The end of lap number 1. Paget uses the momentum line and he grabs the top spot. Reynolds falls behind Eiler, Westfall, then Griffin, then Scott Thomason. I'll tell you what, it may not be over right there. Between the top 2, as they're going to come out of turn 4, run down the front stretch. 1 car length at the line. Paget still has it, but Eiler is getting good bite out of 2 on the bottom. This time he'll be alongside. Some sweet baby Rays, a little pork belly, some pork ribs. Man, get wide and have a giant party. How about that? Out of 2. Halfway this time. Braden Eiler now surging ahead in 3 and 4, goes for the slider line. Braden Eiler takes over the lead. 4 laps into heat number 1. Paget right behind and now to the inside. Got closed off getting out of 2. Had to check up, and that caused Reynolds to get out of shape, and that's going to let Matt Westfall close in. 3 to go this time. Well, I do, 12 or 14 hour smokes on some of that stuff. And we eat for a long time. Because we do like several pounds in a whack. We don't do a little 2, 3, 4 pounders. We do 10 or 15 pounds. Braden Eiler really starting to get away in heat number 1. He's out to over a second over Dean Reynolds. Paget back to 3rd. Oh, Paget got in hot, got into the left rear. Reynolds hangs on. Here comes Westfall. Westfall's going to find the fence as he got closed off. Left front, right front coming off of the 54 car. So Westfall is going to go from 4th to 6th in this thing, but Braden Eiler out in front, and he is going to drive away and pick up the heat number 1 win. He'll be your pole sitter for tonight's A main. All 40 laps of it. Dean Reynolds in 2nd, Ryan Paget 3rd, Scott Thomason, Scott Griffin, and then Westfall. So now Westfall has a very, very tall mountain to climb coming through this field here tonight. We're ready for heat 2 to get ready to start grid. Now it's going to be 5 cars. They're going to do the same thing, 8 laps. This is how we'll start him. The 49 of Buddy Ware scheduled to start on the pole. And you'll have the 73 of Larry Moody beside him. Garrett Boyd, the 21, row 2 to the inside next to. The first of our lumber dudes, he's in the jack wagon, the 43 car Reed Rundle. And then the limousine, the 11, Adam Vinny on the back row. That comes Buddy Ware. Didn't think Buddy was going to make it for a second. A rare appearance for Mr. Ware. Made a few races, missed a few races. It's always good to see him in the field. Usually pretty quick. Make that long run down the back stretch. Next time around, they're going to give them the green flag because the pace truck will be out of the way. Final heat race of our evening, folks. Got one heat race and one more feature to go. Hope everybody's had a good time tonight. I know the chat has been very good, and I do appreciate it. Pace truck gone. Now waiting on Ware to find the loud pedal. He jumps on it. Perfect timing. I think he caught Larry Moody a little sleeping right there. Moody, under the weather, has COVID right now. Has not been feeling good for a few days, but he is driving like he is just fine. Closing in on the 49 car. Reed Rundle up to the third spot. Boyd is fourth, and Vinny is at the back. Adam Vinny's been struggling, I think, here at this track with this car. Just trying to get himself going. Oh, right now, things getting tight. Very tight at the front as Moody moved to the inside on Ware. Now goes slider line through 3 and 4. Ware's going to try the cut under. Moody leads the lap. Ware takes the spot back, and Rundle now stalking. 5 laps to go. Moody fighting back on the outside, and I think in 3 and 4 the high side might be a little better. But 1 and 2, it looks like the launch pad out of the bottom of turn number 2 has them covered. Here comes Garrett Boyd trying to work the high side on Reed Rundle. Had to slow the car down as Rundle closed the door on the high side down the front stretch. Adam Vinny staying in touch. He's a 2.25 seconds off the lead. Anything happens, he'll have time to avoid it, but we're coming around. It's going to be 3 to go this time by. Back-to-pack racing right here. 3 wide roll. That's going to be bad. Bouncing them off the wall, each other. I didn't think 3 wide was going to work on the exit of that corner. It's going to open things up for Moody. He is gone. Rundle second, and Vinny and Ware are side by side. I think Ware's car has some damage, so the 49 may be hurt just a little bit. She got a piece of that with Boyd. Boyd lost a right front and limped it over to pit road. This time down the front stretch, Vinny drugged the wall a little bit, slowed himself down as we're on the white flag. Moody looks like he is going to pick up a win in the heat race. Rundle will be second. Adam Vinny with a good drive out of the top of turn 2 takes over the third spot. And it looks like he will finish there. Buddy Ware in fourth, and Garrett Boyd will round things out. So heat racing action is over. Guys will have a few minutes to go work down the track, and then it'll be time for our 40 lap feature. I don't know how we would ever get it together, but we had to pick a track somewhere and everybody go and watch a night of racing someplace and have a big DRN meetup. I wouldn't even know how to get on the logistics for that. I tell you what. I've done so many meetups with so many people at so many different places. It's always fun when we get to meet up, but it's not always possible. Schedules, work, timing, all those things. Just sometimes they don't work out. Driver that we haven't seen in a hot minute around the Monday Night Thunder Camp, but Braden Eiler. And Eiler still super fast. I don't know where he's been racing, but he is still super quick. Pro Series for a while with the 410 sprint cars. About 3 minutes into the warm-up session. We ended up not having a winner in the count the cautions. For race number 1 tonight, so we'll hang on to that. Maybe in a couple of weeks on Monday night or on a Tuesday night, we'll be able to give that prize away. Sorry, I was watching some of these guys out here. They're trying to work every line on this track. Move those marbles all the way to the top side. If they can get the track ironed smooth, I think you're going to see a really, really good race here. Down to about a minute and a half. We've had some possible changes to the Monday night thing for next season. We're waiting to hear what Mars is going to do, and then we're also waiting to work some things out with Netcode Esports and get a second night for them, and maybe do some cross-pollination with drivers on Mondays and Thursdays and whatever other nights we can get. So we're going to see how that goes. Dean Reynolds sitting on pit road right here. And there goes COVID boy, the 73. Went to go visit his mom. Said he went to Home Depot. Thinks he might have caught it at Home Depot. Don't know how, but public place. I think I wash my hands too much to get COVID anymore. Got in the habit when it was a big deal a couple of years ago, and I just never stopped. All right, time has expired on the warm-up session. The track looks like it's going to be in really good shape for the feature. We may have a couple of lines of racing out here. We'll get ready for tonight's 40-lap A main, round number 12. Next week, we are off, and the following week, they will pick things up. I think it's UMPs, and then it's the big blocks. And I think the big blocks make their first ever, DSRL's first ever trip to Oswego. So let's get ready to look at the starting lineup for tonight's 40-lap A main on the pole. It's going to be the 5 of the high side hustler, Braden Eiler, and next to him, the 73 of Larry Moody. Moody has a win at Knoxville a few weeks ago in this series. Your second row of the inside, the 79 of Dean Reynolds, and next to the 43 of Reed Rundle. We'll move to the third row with the 98 of Ryan Paget. And he will have Adam Vinny in the 11 on his outside. Scott Thomason, row 4 to the inside in the 6 car, and the 49, Buddy Ware, will start in position number 8. And we'll move back to the final full row in the feature tonight. It's going to be the 39 of Scott Griffin inside, 21 Garrett Boyd outside, and the El Hombre after a rough heat race, 54 of Matt Westfall. Shotgun Charlie tonight on the 40-lap feature. Expect that car to go forward pretty quickly. Couple of pace laps. Get these boys started. Should be a good one. We'll try to talk to our top 3 at the end of tonight's feature. Don't forget about tomorrow night. About 8:30 Eastern, we'll go live for ERA. I think this is it. I think this is season finale this week, and they will crown the super late model champion as well. Dylan Connor has a stranglehold on that deal. So, Braden Eiler, Larry Moody, front row, ready to get us firing off tonight. Oh, terrible. And we're underway.
Green flag, green flag.
Braden Eiler with a rocket start. They're going to be 2 wide, 3 deep behind that, and now Scott Thomason falls off of the inside of Adam Vinny right there. And it looks like everybody's trying to get single file coming out of turn 4. Moody going to grab second. Reynolds will slide into third. Rundle is right behind that. Paget, Vinny, Ware, Boyd. Scott Thomason down on the inside, getting that good launch. Here comes Matt Westfall and Scott Griffin side by side, and Westfall can't lose touch with the front of the field. Westfall now clears into the 10th spot, and he's got a bunch of cars in front of him to go and try to catch. Meanwhile, Braden Eiler running away like he stole something. He's a second and a half in front of this menagerie of cars. 4, 2 wides. Paget now grabs second. Reynolds is trying to work the high side on Larry Moody. And he's going to take the spot away, move Moody back to 4th. Reed Rundle trying to close in. Adam Vinny has found some pace here in the feature, and he runs in the 6th spot. And he is going right after his teammate. And he better pedal quicker, because here comes Buddy Ware and Garrett Boyd as they're going to go side by side momentarily. That time Vinny got the right front up to the fence. That may have hurt the suspension on the car. He gives up a spot to Ware. Now he's got to fight off Garrett Boyd. Meanwhile, Eiler, he is absolutely gone. Working the high side of the track at both ends. Now goes to the middle in 3 and 4, slides on the slider line, puts it right up against that cushion, and he'll shoot out of there into A 1.6 second lead. Paget and Reynolds now start to work on one another. It's going to be 2 and 3 wide behind that. Down the backstretch, 3 wide don't work, and Moody was lucky to get out of the middle of that sandwich. Buddy Ware, high side, and Ware just sails on by. Garrett Boyd finds a little fence as he and Moody touch coming out of 4. That slows his progress, moves him back a couple of spots. Now he's going to have to fight with Adam Vinny again. Meanwhile, Rundle and Moody having their own tussle. That's for 5th and 6th. Garrett Boyd has something going on the top, so I don't know why he changed that, but he went to the bottom to the middle. He has got something going down here in 3 and 4, right against the outside. Can't get there this time. Meanwhile, Adam Vinny figured out what he was doing. He tried to drive up there and put himself between the fence and the 21, and it just didn't work out for him. Matt Westfall has closed in on this battle. He's working on Vinny now. That is going to be for 9th. Slider across the nose. Right onto the front bumper of the 11. The 11 gave him a shot right in the back end for it. Eiler, 2.6 seconds. Absolutely railing the top and driving away. Paget going to have company pretty quick, but I think Buddy Ware has figured something out in this one, and he is all over Dean Reynolds now for the final podium spot. Works to the inside. Slide job coming down here in 3 and 4. No, he keeps it locked in on the bottom. That high side in 3 and 4. So fast, and it's going to give Reynolds all the momentum. This time Ware, can he use the cut now? Nope, can't get the car to turn in the middle of the corner, so he'll lose some ground. Paget still second. He's got about 6/10 on the 2 behind him. Rundle in 5th, and he's got company again. He's going to be in the middle between Boyd and Moody. Matt Westfall now right up in the middle of this. Westfall in 8th, working on 7th, and he's got the high side in 3 and 4. Moody kept the inside protected. That's where Rundle wanted to be, and it slowed them both down in a 5-car battle from 6th on back. Boyd into the bottom, up to the middle in 3 and 4. Westfall around the top side, stays even. That's 7 and 8. We'll go back to 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 3 seconds behind the leader, Braden Eiler. Just running away with this thing. Paget's hanging on, but Reynolds, Ware may not be done with one another. Moody is still 5th, at least for the time being. Here comes Westfall. He got around Boyd temporarily. They're going to be 3 wide down the backstretch with Rundle on the top, Boyd on the bottom, and Westfall in the middle. They'll get through 3 and 4 that way. They are still 3 wide. Adam Vinny is right in the middle of this. A little contact. Everybody keeping them straight. Boyd bombs it into 3 and 4. Goes bottom to top. Took the elevator ride. Takes the spots away. Now Boyd around the top of 1 and 2. Get a big run. Closes in on Moody, and he's going to go way wide in 3 and 4. We'll see if he can shoot across the middle. Oh, he got the right rear up by the fence. But he's still alongside. Now Boyd up to the 5th spot. 4 seconds. 3 seconds to make up to get to Buddy Ware. Braden Eiler now has lapped Griffin. Griffin in 10th. Reynolds has caught Paget. Good battle here. Paget with the slider. Reynolds cuts the car to the bottom. I'm going to run whatever line you're not. Paget's moving the car around trying to find anything to hold off Reynolds. Four and a half seconds is the gap, first to second. Boyd now has distanced himself from the battle between Moody and Rundle. Moody on the inside, Rundle's working the top. Moody's going to hang on. Westfall has company. He's got Adam Vinny back beside him again. Westfall using the top. He can't get alongside Rundle. If he could get there and make Rundle know he's there, Rundle will have to give him space on the outside, and that's what Westfall really needs. The lead is 5 seconds at the front. Eiler absolutely running away in his home state here. 13 laps to go. 5 1/4 seconds. Dean Reynolds got around Ryan Paget, racing around the lap car of Griffin. And now Reynolds has gotten away by about a half a second. Here comes Buddy Ware late, going to make a run for a final podium spot. That time Paget jumped into the fluff, really had to back the car up. And that gives a lot of momentum to Buddy Ware. Garrett Boyd is closing in on this a little at a time. I think he's going to run out of laps before he can get there, but he has carved over a second off of the gap between himself and third place. Watching to see if Ware can close up. That time Paget jumps into the fluff, really has to get out of the throttle. And now Buddy Ware's alongside. Slider probably coming right here. Short slider up the hill. Paget was able to run right back underneath him. Ware with the cut down line. Got the car to turn that time. Big run down the backstretch. Does he have enough momentum? He does. Oh, clips the fence. This time Paget's going to have it easy, as Ware got too low getting into 3 and 4, and the left front bumped against that concrete barrier. Braden Eiler, he is running away with this thing. 19 flats. Everybody else is 19-1, 19-2. So Eiler just fast tonight. Now Buddy Ware looks like his car's starting to fall off a little bit, or Paget is really picking up the pace. Back to the leader. He'll go around this time. It'll be 6 to go, closing in on our wave lap. Try to finish things up tonight. That time Eiler bumped the fence out of turn 4. Don't tear up the car. You're 7 seconds ahead. You really could almost coast the rest of the way. Caution! Oh, no. I think he was in a battle. He and Matt Westfall. Oh, Rundle clips the inside and then clips the outside and knocks the whole front end off the car. And the 43, the jack wagon, all jacked up. And now it's going to close things in for the end of this one. We're going to have a 5-lap shootout. Eiler, I think Reynolds might still be second. Then Paget, then Ware, Boyd, Moody, Vinny, and then Griffin is a lap down. Should get that lap back. And Adam Vinny inexplicably brought the 11 car to the attention of his pit crew. Matt Westfall came in, went back out. Oh, I really want to go in there and wave a car around, but I cannot do it. So the lights may go off this time on our pace vehicle. They do. We're looking like we're going to stay single file, and we are because we're 5 or less to go. Adam Vinny get back on the track? He did. Adam Vinny still on track. So 5-lap shootout. Does anybody have anything for Braden Eiler here? Good restart for Eiler. Green flag. Here comes Garrett Boyd and Buddy Ware going at it. They're 3 wide again, almost 4 wide. Westfall battling with Moody. Boyd slides on Ware. He's got 4th. Can he go up there and do something with Dean Reynolds in the last 4 laps? Buddy Ware, trouble, gets up on the fluff car, out of shape. He's going to be in a battle now with Moody. That's going to be 5th and 6th. We'll go back a little closer to the front. Yeah, here comes Paget making a run on Reynolds, and here comes Boyd to do the same. Can Boyd go 2 for 1? Cross the nose, and Boyd has 3rd. Reynolds, after the restart, car doesn't look like it's quite as quick as it was before. Boyd around the top side, out of 4. Had to wait for Paget. I think it slowed him just a tiny bit. This time, up on the cushion. Car gets straight down. He gets it back underneath him.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution behind Matt Westfall. Did he have a problem? Westfall has what appears to be all kinds of problems. Now, if something happened before that to cause him to slow down, we're going to have a 2-lap shootout. Eiler, Paget, Boyd, and Reynolds and Moody are the top 5 right now. Vinny is 6th. Ware is 7th. Griffin 8th. Everyone else is finished, unfortunately. Well, you lost, Bill. Sorry, buddy. I still pick 7. All right, they're going to pace around at least one more time. Figures. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Westfall there. Not exactly sure. So Paget and Boyd got around Reynolds in a couple of laps there. And Boyd's car is really coming alive here late in this one as the track starts to dry out a little bit. He's probably wishing the track was a lot drier a lot sooner. But the pace truck getting out of the way. 2-lap shootout. And the green flag back in the air. Once again, Eiler with a good start. Now the battle is going to be for third. Reynolds got a good start on Boyd. He's going to come up the hill. Boyd's going to try to drive right back around the outside. That bottom very strong still. Out of 2, 3, and 4 is where Boyd has had his success on the top. And he will use the momentum, power back around, and stay side by side. Dean Reynolds on the white flag now has the podium spot. Here comes Boyd underneath as Reynolds got into Paget, and Reynolds problems in the 79 car. He's falling back. He may have run out of fuel. Eiler's coming out of 4. He's going to win it. Paget's going to hang on for second. Boyd will come home third. Moody and Vinny 4 and 5. I don't know if that's what happened, but so he finished third in the pavement race a little while ago at Hickory. Cuts over to Port Royal. Jumps in the big block, and once again on the podium. And Paget. Hopefully Eiler will come to chat. Get Boyd, you got a copy. Get Boyd, you there?
Hold on. There you go. You got me?
I got you. Can you make sure that Eiler gets over here?
Yeah, he's on his. He should be on his way.
Cool. Well, a couple of podiums tonight, man. You made a late race run through this thing. I'm sure you were wishing that the track slicked off a little earlier.
Just got put in the wall a lot. Got a really big run on people on the outside. People run in the middle and kind of just sit and duck. And they kept putting me in the wall, so I kind of had to pass people multiple times. Front end was probably towed out a little bit, so it wasn't the most pleasurable race.
Well, it looked like the car was really kind of coming to life later when the track was slicking off and you had to go to the top there. I know this track is really weird. It'll do some strange things, but it looked like kind of the outside was where all the speed was at.
Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't going to go that way. Hoping it would be kind of a middle bottom track, but it just went straight to the top as soon as the feature started. So it's definitely hairy trying to run the top up here for 40 laps.
All right, man, some shout-outs and some thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here tonight, buddy.
I got to thank all the sponsors that put this thing on, Cammus, Beer Conson, and then you for broadcasting it, and then girlfriend for supporting me as usual.
All right, man, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great night.
Thank you.
Garrett Boyd finishing in third. Now we'll move up. Driver of the 98 car comes home second, and he had to battle every lap of the way for it. Ryan Paget, I don't know if it was a lot of fun, but it looked like it from here.
Oh, dude, I had a blast. That was pretty fun for me. I don't know about for everybody else, but that was awesome.
It looked like you were really in a battle, and it didn't matter what lap of the race it was. You were battling for one of the top 3 or 4 positions pretty much all night long. Dean Reynolds was all over you. Garrett Boyd was on you. At one point, you had 3 or 4 cars right around you there. This track kind of tricky for some of that stuff.
Oh, yeah, especially in these cars. I mean, going into 1 and 2, it's just so tight. And I'm glad I found that line towards the middle, you know, go high and then bring it down. If I didn't find that, I probably would have got like a top 5 or something, but that helped me out a lot.
Couple of cautions there towards the end, and it brought things back together. Just not enough get up and go right off the start to catch Eiler.
Yeah, I tried to get Braden. I was going to use that line, but I was afraid to do it since we're all bunched up, and I didn't have anything for him for those last 2 laps. He was hooked up tonight.
Well, an awesome run, man. Give me some shout-outs, and we'll let you head out of here.
Yep, I'd like to thank Scott Thomason Racing at STR, Chad Griggs at Aces Up, Josh Whiteman at Finish Line Designs. That's about it. Just having fun doing this.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great night of racing.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Ryan Paget finished in the 2nd spot. Everybody was chasing the guy in the 5 car. He makes a rare appearance on Monday Night Thunder, and he absolutely decimates the field. The high side hustler, Braden Eiler. Man, it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I came out of retirement for once.
Well, you got to start somewhere, right? Might as well be a big block.
Well, you know, to me, these kind of feel better than a sprint car right now. I won't even touch a sprint car at the moment. So, pretty much any opportunity I can find to run one of these, I'm probably going to take it, even if it is Port Royal. But, yeah, I'm happy with how the car felt, other than I probably ran the first 5 laps and then forgot that tire wear existed, and I didn't know if I was just faster or if everyone was saving, because, like I said, I haven't been around, so I didn't know how that was all going to play out. Last I remembered, it really wasn't that big of a deal on these, but, you know, you never know with how iRacing randomly will change things and not put any notes up about it, but, yeah, the car was pretty good, though.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get some kind of a update with the tires for some contact feel or something with the new build in a couple of weeks. But man, you don't seem to have any rust. And is this your first night back, or have you been running somewhere else?
I haven't ran any leagues. I kind of just ran a couple random lobbies around and, here and there, but for the most part, yeah, that's probably the first run.
Well, it's definitely good to see you back. Will we get to see you a little more often?
I think so. I'm back at school now, and I got nothing better to do, so more than likely.
All right, man. Well, give me some quick shout-outs before we let you get out of here and celebrate a great win tonight.
Just everybody that puts this deal on. Hopefully we can get a little bit of more support here in the field and try and get some cars out here for this stuff. And you know, a lot of the other stuff on the sim doesn't seem to be totally up to par, but if anything is somewhat close, I think it would be these. So, but yeah, I just gotta thank all you guys for putting this deal on, and then I guess we'll see you in the next one.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. We're off next Monday, but we'll be back the following week. Have a happy Labor Day.
And for it.
All right. Braden Eiler picking up the win in his return. And I'm always impressed when Braden comes out. That kid has been around a while. He has raced with us for a long time. And it's good to see him back. So let's take a look at the finishing order. Eiler, Padgett, Boyd, 1, 2, 3. Moody with a 4th. Vinny comes home 5th. Ware in 6th. Reynolds 7th. Griffin 8th. Westfall was 9th. Rundle 10th. And Scott Thomason in the 11th spot. I think Scott Thomason said he may have forgotten to put fuel in the car, which is very unfortunate. So, another great night of racing, man. I wish these guys had a few more cars so the competition was a little bit taller. We were missing 2 or 3 really good guys. We were missing all the FTM guys. We were missing Travis Johnson. So, 4 or 5 there. And this is a little bit bigger field and a lot more competition. So we'll see what happens when we come back in 2 weeks. Don't forget about tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. Come and join us again. Say hi in the chat. And then if we have the Wednesday show, great. If we don't, we'll be back on Thursday night at about 8:30 Eastern. So don't forget those 2 nights. I want to thank everybody for being here again. Thanks for the chat, guys. Always amazing. Always a lot of fun. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do it. Without all the leagues giving you awesome racing like you saw right here tonight, there's nothing for us to cover. Thanks to everybody there. Till we see you guys the next time.